Welcome to Introduction to Data Management. What is data management? It is a term used to describe how datasets are handled by an organization through the entire value chain. It consists of receiving data, storing data, data governance, and data retrieval. The data governance also includes metadata management, data quality, and etc. The goal of data management is to make data usable for everyone for years to come, and offering safe and long-term storage of data. The Norwegian Institute for Air Research hosts several international data centers through our widely used database infrastructure called EBAS. The first data center shown here is the EMEP Chemical Coordination Center. EMEP is the cooperative program for monitoring and evaluation of transboundary air pollution in Europe, and the UNECE Latab Convention, which was signed in 1979. In January 2010, the Water Data Center for Aerosol was transferred from the Joint Research Center in Ispra, Italy to NILU. Since 2011, NILU has hosted ACTRIS in situ data center unit for in situ aerosol and trace gas data. ACTRIS is the aerosol cloud and the trace gas research infrastructure. It is successor to several successful projects such as CRATE and USA. The ACTRIS data center web interface, which includes a searchable metadata catalog, is also developed and maintained at NILU. In 2016, NILU also took over the responsibility of Water Data Center for reactive gases after Japan Meteorological Agency. Currently, there are about 126,000 datasets in EBAS, and it keeps growing. In EBAS, you can find both scenario time data, which are sent from stations directly to NILU every hour, and also the quality controlled data with relatively lower time resolution. The data in EBAS are associated with many international frameworks or projects and receive the data from stations all over the world. In 2020, only for ACTRIS in situ data, more than 10,000 datasets were downloaded through the EBAS data portal, and we see the total number of the EBAS data access has been increasing in recent years. We at the data center would like to have a central database with a common standard for data import and export, and we want to provide easy access to data for a wide range of users. To achieve this, we are working hard to make the EBAS data fair. You probably have heard people talk about fair data a lot. The fair data are those data that are findable, accessible, interoperable, and reusable. For findability, data should have a sufficient descriptive metadata as well as a unique and persistent identifier, such as DOIs. Data accessibility means data can be accessed through the data protocol, either download the data directly through HTTP or stream of data by using the OpenDAP technique. For interoperability, the metadata should use a formal, broadly applicable language, such as the standardized vocabularies like CF metadata conventions. For reusability, here we need clear information on what user can do with the data. For instance, signing a Creative Commons license on datasets. There are several benefits of fair data. Since the data are well documented, normally users should not need to contact the PIs. Data are identified, which can be quoted directly, and the fair data can be widely used since they're using standardized formats. And the fair data have a license, which ensure legal safety for data use. As a result, data can be compared across different domains, such as health, air quality, traffic, and many more. If you are the data submitter, what is expected of you? We would ask you to format your data and provide metadata information as much as you can so that your data can be understood and interpreted correctly by many users. Please submit your data according to specific formats and requirements. This will also reduce the workload at the data center since we actually receive more than 6,000 data files every year. During the data submission process, you will get support from Data Center and the Topic Center through documentations, tools, and training courses. After submission, it is also required that the data submitters are available to follow up the files if the data curator notices any discrepancy in the file or have any questions. Then we look forward to receiving data from you, and feel free to contact EBAS team if you have any questions about the data management at EBAS. Thank you for your attention.